Hey guys, Big T here, and I'm gonna do an arena video. I had one of the guys request Josh. What did he put it here? He says I should make a video of the arena where I'm a big underdog. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record all of my arena fights. So this first part of the video will be kind of an intro, and then I'll kind of cherry pick the fights that I put into the video. I want to show. He was also asking about my numbers. Right now, it's just past the 24-hour period, and I am at 128,000, and that's with, what do we got? That's with 6 teams. He was wondering how I'm getting that number. I'm not playing super heavy. I think I was up maybe twice last night, and if I'm up and I feel in the mood, I'll grab my iPad, I'll do a quick run, and then I'll go back to bed. So I think that's maybe with maybe 6 runs, 5 or 6. But what I'm doing is I'm my tier 2s are all unleveled. There's not one ISO put into any of them. And then I pick the matchups. I try. I don't worry about synergy. I try getting one of each, or 3 different classes, so there's a better chance of getting class bonuses. Let's just find match. And normally what I do, and actually what I was wrong. I said that the class bonuses affected your points, and I think it was Josh again that pointed it out. It might not have been. One of the guys in the chat pointed out that it doesn't. I should actually look up who it was, because I should give the right credit. I think I already did in one of my videos, but where is it here? Actually, I think it was Jermaine. Yeah, it was Jermaine. Pointed out that it doesn't affect your points. And what I do is in the first screen here, I try picking an opponent that I've got. One of my guys has a bonus over. So let's say, looks like I can pretty much pick any of the 3. So I'll pick the lowest PI of the bunch. So let's go with Captain America. Go on to the next screen. Now, normally the reason why I didn't notice it is I just I have the numbers in my head. I'm not actually calculating, I'm just looking at it and guessing. But let's try doing the math here. Like, let's say, let's just pick the top 2 guys here. My Wolverine. Actually, let's line them up. We'll line them up. I don't want any deficits on them. So the tough fight of this group is going to be Wolverine and Iron Fist. Looks like that's the toughest one of the group. So let's calculate that one. So we'll just ballpark it. So we got a difference of 80. So what you do is well, that's actually, before we go to the next screen, I think I'm on a 3 times multiplier. So you take the difference between them, 80, and you use your multiplier. So 80 times 3, 240. So you got 240, and then you've got your base. No, I'm not. Or am I doing that too soon? Let's just go to the next screen. Like I say, I usually do it in my head. So yeah, so you got 534. So yeah, that's right, 240, and your base of 300, and that gives you. I would have guesstimated in my head. I would have guesstimated 540 for that match. Now, that's before your multiplier. So if I can sneak out a win on this, I'm gonna get over 1,500 points for this match. I'm gonna get over 1,500 for the Punisher fight too. Let's do this fight. My thumb is better today, so I might be able to sneak out some wins. See how we do here. What I've been trying to do too is, because my reaction time isn't as good as it normally is, I won't do as many of the dodge and dashes, because that's where they catch, especially the ranged guys like Iron Man will catch me with his special if I'm doing that. So I'm blocking. I'll take the damage that I receive from blocking before the major damage that they give me with the specials that he hits me with. Alright, so the easy fight's down. Now I want to score at least one of these 2 next matches. I'm only at an 8-win streak, so if I lose both of these, I'm not gonna be happy. But again, I did that with a couple of the matchups yesterday. The thing with going unleveled, you always have the chance of losing your streak even early on, because you're picking medium and hard fights only. But you kinda, it's a risk game, right? You take the risk, and actually I could probably use dodge with this guy because he doesn't have range on me. Reduce my damage. He's power Iron Fist. He has a hard hit even if you're blocking, so he's a good one to dodge. Let's see if I can catch him here. Looks like I might get him. There we go. So this will be a big win for me. Now if I can get this putt, so I'm guaranteed to keep my streak. So this next match is going to be okay. If I lose this one, it's not going to break my heart, but I want to win it, because otherwise my overall matchup total is going to be not great. So let's see if we can win this one. Now, Captain, I'm going to block because he'll throw his shield, And the ranged ones, that's the ones that I usually get caught with when my thumbs aren't up to par. And I said I admit to not being a great player. I'm an okay player. So working and I've worked actually had one guy make a comment with how many accounts I've started. Well, I've made mistakes. Like I had somebody quite early on recommended that I level up all my 2s, and I did that, and it didn't work very good for me. So that's why I'm going unleveled. And also as you notice too, I don't stack. Well, you can't really with a fully unleveled group. There is no stacking needed. But having all these unleveled characters, I don't normally stack in the tier 4 arena either, but I will stack in the 5 versus 5. Because as soon as you get your 3 times multiplier, if you pick all 5 equally leveled characters, you get a very hard fights, and you'll lose that multiplier pretty quick. So stacking them up, and that's why I'm gonna work on a stacking strategy for 5 versus 5. So like I say, I'm not a great player. Every little bit of an advantage helps me. So yeah, there you go. That matchup scored. I'm just going to keep recording, and let's throw out some help requests here. If the video runs long, I may cut some out in post, so it might break and come back. I want to catch as many of these good matchups as I can, especially now that my multiplier is up there. Actually, before we go too much further, let's see if we got our... No, we still haven't reset our daily. Alright, so let's do another matchup. I could go through and look for the synergy bonuses, but I usually just work from the top down. So that looks like a good group up there, and I'm going to pick Colossus because I've got a class bonus with vision, and I'm going to pick the lower point because Colossus, he's got good armor, so we'll go that way. And let's match up those two. And I'm gonna put Iron Fist against Iron Man because he's got some good crit, and Iron Man's got that armor, so hopefully that'll help that out. Alright, so let's do this calculation again. Let's just calculate the top one. We got one, I round it. Let's just round it. So we got 120 and 190. So let's say 70 times your 3 times multiplier, so 210, and your base, so 510. See if we're right. 512. So there you go. That's your, and I'll when I do the post, I'll put the formula up on the screen. I never really had that formula in my head actually mapped out. I just kind of glance. The way my brain works is I look at the screen and I say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna this one's going to get me this much, this one's going to get me this much. I swap them around and away we go. So there's this one is going to be a good win. If I win all three, will be over 1,500 on each. So this will be a good one to win all three. I say I don't count on that, but we'll see what we can do here. See if I can. My thumb's actually working. Yesterday I had to use my knuckle on my one hand because I got some mild arthritis that flares up, and I got some good medicine this morning, so I'm able to use my thumb again and not my knuckle, which will hopefully make things a little bit run a little bit smoother today. I still don't feel totally confident doing the dodge and dash, so I've been blocking a lot, which seems to be working out. The only problem is it doesn't work too good when you get up to the really high, the higher streaks, because they do so much damage that you can't take that, even just blocking, they'll burn you down. The other nice thing with the using unleveled tier 2s is I don't see any third level specials till I'm up into like the 13-14 streak, and then the opponents will start having that third level special, and then they'll usually smoke me pretty quick after that. The other thing you got to pick too is sometimes your class will have a deficit against the opponent, but you might want to pick that because certain characters just do better against others. Actually, I should be dodging him. You see, burning me down too quick. And sometimes the game just doesn't want you to win, and your block doesn't seem to react right, and things just don't seem to work right. I'd still like to see what's on the server side for these the opponent's AI, because sometimes it's just ridiculous. I think I got him. There we go. That's the other problem when I do these videos. I talk and I don't pay attention what I'm doing, and sometimes they'll burn me down before I realize it's even happening to me. There's another 1599. See, once I get into the 12 and 13, these numbers jump up to 2,000 in a lot of cases, but I start losing, so then I'll start only seeing 2 out of 3. So I'm kind of averaging that 1,500. Unless you get good. I had a couple really good. Surprisingly, even though I was using my knuckle when I was playing yesterday, I was hitting some 3 wins with the 2,000 points, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I could probably dodge him. He doesn't have any ranged. So the other thing is you got to watch out. Sometimes the opponent will shoot you with a ranged attack while you're trying to dodge him, and so I'll block a lot of times when that's happening. I think I might get it. Oh, got him. There we go. That's what I like to see. I like to see the 3 wins. So there you go. I'm gonna keep going, and like I say, I'll just keep going, and if the video cuts out and it jumps to a later part, I might even split this into 2. So if it cuts off, I'll list it as part 1 and part 2. So far, these fights are turning out pretty good, so I'm just gonna keep rolling.